Okay, we're gonna start with 2 yellow and a red. Two yellow and a red, arms back. Reps up or down. Starting with our heels parallel, this distance between. Find your neutral, that's back raw line in, shoulders down. And let's not do a hard flex with the feet, let's do a soft flex and just above the very padded part of our heel. And out and in there. So I'm relaxing the neck and the jaw and the chest, not helping out with the shoulders. 4 more here. Bring the carriage halfway in. Little out, little in, 6-inch range of motion out and in, connecting the base of the booty, that hamstring glute insertion point with the part of your foot that you are pushing on the bar. 4, 3, 2, take carriage all the way out. And bring it all the way back in before you change your feet up. Lift your tailbone just the height of your hand. And either keep your hand there to make sure you stay only that height or take it away. Floating just that inch off. Four, 3. I want to feel the engagement of the core, lengthening and narrowing all the way up to the armpits. Last one. Bring it in, tailbone down. Good, narrow V. Keep tailbone down on the carriage, neutral lower back, and let's put it down. Last one, let's bring the carriage halfway in. Same thing, out and in, focusing on connecting base of the booty. Ribs are closed, shoulders down, face is soft. 4, 3, 2. Take the carriage all the way out. Let's bring it in. Before it comes to the bumper, lift your tailbone just the height of your hand. And out and in, focusing on widening the shoulder blades against the carriage, soften through the shoulders. One more. Two. Last one. Spin the carriage all the way in. And lower the tailbone. Good. Wide stance, externally rotated. Still toward the heels. Let's bring it in halfway. Little out, little in. Keeping the pelvis facing the foot bar. No curling into the lower back. 4, 3, 2. Take it all the way out. Bring the carriage in before you hit the bumper, lifting the tailbone. Make sure that your pelvis stays facing the foot bar. And all the way out and in. 4. Left 2. And last one, let's bring it in. Drop that tailbone. And knees to the chest. Go rock side to side, walk your shoulders down away from the shoulder blocks if you're jammed up in there. Good, let's come to the balls of our feet, fist distance between knees and ankles. Lifting the heels, but I'm going to let you decide how much you lift them. Press into the big toes and out and in. Keeping the lower back neutral. Back bra line presses into the carriage to close the front ribs. Make sure you keep your booty engaged. All the way out, all the way in, that booty stays engaged. Good, let's add the heels. Take the carriage out, both heels down and up. Bring it in. Just 2 more like this. This last one, let's keep going, heels down and up for 6, 5. Good, heels are high and prance it out, one heel and the other. Keeping that alignment with the big toe, the inner ankle, inner thigh, all the way up to the pelvis. Good, doesn't matter to me which heel, but next time, sit that heel underneath and just let the spring load lengthen through the hamstring and the Achilles. And let's switch. Sit into that stretch, keeping your booty engaged. Heel high. Let's bring that in. Let's go narrow V, balls of the feet on the foot bar, heels together, toes apart. Find that external rotation and get it set in your hips and take it out and in. Keeping that pelvis neutral. All the way straight legs. Squeeze it. We're going to add the heels in. Heels down and up. Carriage in and out. 2 more here. And 6 times heels up and down. 3, 2, heels are high. Let's walk it out. Getting through the big toes still. Heel and underneath the bar. Switch. That feels high. Let's bring it in. And make sure you're not jammed up in your shoulder blocks. Last stance. Externally rotate it. I'm gonna put my feet halfway on the support bar. All toes touching either the foot bar or that support bar. Balls and feet. Heels lifted. Five more. Engaging the booty. Keep that pelvis facing the far wall. No imprinting, no curling into the lower back. Last two. And last one, let's meet up with both heels high, double push prance. Push, push. Push, push. More times each side. Heels high. Good. Knees to the chest. Go and rock back and forth, walk your shoulders down away from the shoulder blocks. And bring the knees as close together as it's comfortable. Doing little circles, one direction a couple times. And the other direction. Good. All right, let's put our headrest down. We're going to stay on this spring load unless you decide it's too much. We're coming back to parallel, just above the padded heel again for a little bridge work. So knees and hips are stacked. To do that, I just take the carriage out a little bit. And print. Let's come up in the bridge. Once you're here, widen through the shoulders, lengthen through the back of the neck. Adjust our clothing. And let's roll down as slowly as you can, vertebra by vertebra. Come all the way neutral. Imprint, scoop, and come back up. Rolling down again, widen through the shoulder blades. Neutral, imprint, scoop, let's come back up. Try to hold that bridge, carriage out and in. More. Lengthen through, and let's roll down to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Over into the chest. And happy baby. Extended beach, relaxing to the feet, so reaching to the heels. In. Okay. Let's roll to the side. Lighten the spring load. So that was a heavier spring load. Let's take one yellow off and replace it with a blue, unless you prefer the heavier spring load. You got less support with lighter spring load. So we're coming back down for second set of bridge. Do narrow V, balls and feet on the foot bar. Okay, same thing. I'm pushing out to my knees and my hips are aligned. Squeeze your heels together like there's a little piece of paper that I need you to hold on to. Imprint, scoop, peel the vertebra off. Nice and high, full engagement of the booty. Roll down, 5, 4, 2, all the way neutral, imprint scoop, all the way back up. Again, rolling down. Neutral, imprint, scoop. Good, hold it there. 3 times, courage out and in. Rolling that courage in. In the pelvis. We're gonna meet back in bridge. Hold that bridge. Little V close of the knees. Open, lift the pelvis. Close, open, lift. 2 more. Close, open, lift. Close, open, lift. Hold that lift as you lower and raise the heels. 3, 2, and 1. Lift the heels and let's roll down for a count of 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then knees to the chest. Little circle, massaging the lower back. Let's go the other way. Happy baby. Extended V, flexing and pointing this time. It's 90 degrees, make sure your shoulders are not jammed up in your shoulder blocks. On to the back of the shoulder blocks, but soft grip. So open palm, try not to death grip on it. Your headrest goes down. Softly into a little wheelbarrow. Bellies in, ribs close, and let's roll down. Slowly opening to 45 degrees. Over. Down. Notice if you're putting a lot of work in the hands, the shoulders, clenching your teeth. Come to 90 degrees here. Take hold behind your right leg. Let your left leg go to 45. Exhale, curl your upper body up. Pull that leg in. And flex both feet. That leg in, curl your upper body up. Go back to point and switch. Square the hips, so drop that left hip. Flex both feet, curl up, point, and let's switch to tempo. Switch and switch. The chin soft and down. Two more times each leg. Last one, each side. Good. Roll your upper body down. Legs up to 90. Squeeze your ankles and knees together, holding on again back in back of the shoulder blocks. Imprint your lower back here. Little toe lifts. 6, 4, last 2, and last 1. Good. Imprinting in the lower back, float both legs to 45 and up to 90 with a little toe lift once you get there. Floating down. .45, hold it there. Arms reach forward, Upper body curls up, little hand beats. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Two legs tabletop. Curl your upper body up. Let's extend our right leg 45 degrees. Holding on to either side of that knee, curl your body up and switch. Switch. More times each side. 2. Last one each side. And bring the knees into the chest. So make sure you have a little room between your shoulder blocks and your shoulders. Holding on loosely behind your thighs. Exhale, curl your upper body up, elbows are high. We're going to open to our extended V. Curl back in. Open. The roly-poly. 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it here. Drop the chin for a count of 8, 7, 6. Print. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's put feet on top of the foot bar. Close your knees. Let's do hands holding on behind the shoulder blocks again. Just so your knees drop to the left. Keeping that right shoulder on the carriage. Keeping the knees as close together as you can and try and get that top knee to be even with the bottom. Give a little spirality. Center. And other side. Center. Good. Ready. We're going to roll to the side and come up. Okay, let's switch to one red spring. And get up on top of the reformer. Stand about 2/3 back. Hands are on top of the foot bar. It's pressed into kind of a downward dog position. Your chest presses into your fin. Let's press back in our heels, little elephant, pulling that carriage in. Focus more pulling in. Lengthening through the hamstring. Shoulders stay down, ribs are closed, neck is long. Four, 3, 2, and 1. And then let's walk our heels back all the way to the shoulder block. Once again, press through the chest first, keeping a nice long straight back. Press back as far as you can without letting those heels lift and pull the carriage in. Out and pull in. Not crashing in on the bumper, but stopping just before. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's half heel it. Lift the heels against the shoulder blocks. Draw on the balls of your feet. Find your big toe, inner ankle, inner thigh alignment. Press the chest down. Good. And let's take it out there. Only as far back as you can keep that back long and straight. No rounding. Tailbone is high, bring that carriage in. Inner thighs, pelvic floor. Neck to the big toes. 4, 3, 2. Bring it in, take a little break. Normally I'd give a class if there's anything anybody would like to talk about. So if you have any questions, we're just going to add on from there. Okay, let's put our headrests up to the top. Okay, walk your feet back. Both heels on the shoulder blocks. Press your chest down. Left leg loops up to an arabesque. Okay, you're going to take the carriage out as far as you can, support, coming into a plank, lifting up, high up on the toes, get that leg up as far as you can in arabesque. Pull down. Exhale, lift. Try not to open that hip as you lift the leg. Keeping the hip bone facing forward. With this next one, we're going to meet up in that plank position. Bend that left knee in and running man. Lengthen through that leg, carriage is in, come back into that arabesque, press into that arabesque. Lift the leg down. Side. Up. Press the chest in. You're keeping your weight in the bottom half of your body. Try not to start pitching forward into your wrists and shoulders. Load that right leg up. And into a plank. Loading back up. Okay, we're going to meet up there. Knee to the chest. Yeah. Ready? That right leg back. Way back. 3, 2, 1. Let's meet up with that right leg extended back. Hold that carriage in, lengthen up through the leg into that arabesque. Put the leg down. Lower the heels, press back. Lighten the wrists. Bend the knees in. I'm going to walk halfway into the carriage. Lift our heels just a little bit. Narrow V. Okay, so squeezing the heels together. I was resting there. Lifting up. Okay. Shoulders are behind the wrists. Hands are on top of the foot bar. Shoulders down. Press back here. Push through the toes and heels. Squeeze together. 4, 3, watch your upper body is not waving back and forth. 2, and 1. Right, all the way in. Go, let's step off. Sitting on the side of the reformer. Let's cross one leg over. Doesn't matter which one, we're going to do both. Start by sitting up nice and tall, hinging at the hip, reach the chest forward. You're ready, go to the other side. Feel both sit bones on the carriage, push through from the middle back. Good, let's come back the other way. Figure 4. Left hand goes to the arch of the right foot. You're gonna lengthen through that leg, sitting up nice and tall. Right hand reaches behind the frame, take a little spiral to the right. Good, come back straight, bend that leg, place it back down. One last forward fold. Switch. Hand to the inside of the arch. Extend through that leg, sitting up nice and tall. Left hand goes behind, spiral. Spiral, cross it over. One more forward. Good. All right, we're going to get our box and do long box. I have to move my platforms back here. On long box, let's go to a yellow spring. Down facing our foot bar. Have our bosoms on the box. Right? All right, lengthen through the legs to start. Hands are on the outside edge of the foot bar. Let's tuck our pelvis, squeeze our butt, lift our belly. Take that care. Yellow spring. Take it all the way out. So lengthen those legs, tuck the pelvis, lift the belly, and just some push-ups in and out. As you come in, reset that tuck, and now start squeezing through the legs, lifting the heels. Pelvis, lengthen through the legs, lift the heels, keep that extension, keeping the arms straight as come in, arching. Way straight arms, looking back down into the well. A few more. One. And release, bring it in. Push our way forward. So our bra line is at the edge of the box. Both of them off. Hands in the same place. Let's bend our knees, flex our feet, pull your heels close to your booty. Okay. Let's push out. Hold it there. Tuck the pelvis, lift the belly. Lift your heels to the sky as you lift your thighs off the box. Here. Each time you press out with the long straight arms, lift those heels to the sky. Lift, tucking the pelvis, lifting the belly. Good, straight arms out. Now just lifting those heels up, 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 up. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it in. Good. Ever so carefully. Come up. Oops. Take our foot bar down. We're going to turn around. Staying on a yellow spring. Laying down. Let's come bra line to the edge of the box. Lengthen through the legs. Hands are on the rails to start. So squeeze through the legs, nice and long, tucking the pelvis, same manner, lifting the belly, squeeze the booty. Nice deep breath in, find longer extension, lift the belly, and we're going to float our arms up to Wonder Woman and do swimmer here. Swim, swim, swim. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down and take a break. Eating that jar of peanut butter before doing this. Okay, let's take the loop off. Walk some hands. Front of the hardware. Hands rest on the frame to start, shoulders down. Tuck the pelvis, lift the belly, squeeze butt, lengthen through the legs. And lift those arms back up to the hips. Here, heel to the hand, reach to the sky. Good. Adding a leg, as your arms come back, your legs bend. Heels reach to the booty. Lengthen as you go up. Shoulder blades on the back of the head. Start to lift into your arc. Lighten your thighs on the box as you come back. Good, let's meet up with those arms by our sides. 6 tricep extension. Let's say high and narrow to the body. 3. Tucking the pelvis, lifting the belly. Last one. And bring it in. Good. Push up onto the box. Walk your knees back. Okay, engage your hamstrings by lifting your heels a little bit. Round your back. Belly button to the back. Back is reaching to the sky. Your heels are lifted. Start by tipping the pelvis. Opening up the chest, shoulders down. And pelvis tucks toward the chin toward the pelvis. And to the pelvis, shoulders down, long neck. Good, and come square back and step down. Okay. All right. See here. Okay. Let's keep the box on there. Let's go to a blue spring now. Box just about an inch from the edge of the carriage. So don't line it up with the carriage, but just so it's a little bit to the carriage, to the edge of the carriage to the right. Okay. Coming back onto all fours ever so carefully. And put our right foot in that long black strap. Ever so carefully. Transferring back. Our knees are slightly toward the right side of the box, so everything is pitched to the right. Okay, we're going to float that leg back. My hand is on the outside of the box, and the table is in between. Tabletop in, exhale, press back. Each time you press back, think of transferring weight into that supporting glute. So your hips are carrying the work, your legs are carrying the work, your back is fully engaged. Your arms are soft. All of your weight is not on your wrist. 3. Two. Open to the side. So carefully open that leg to the side. And open over here. Send it in. One more. Open, ribbon, shoulders down. Supporting left leg. 2. Send it in. Now square very carefully. Ready. Take your hands to the inside of the cable. We're going to lengthen through that right leg. Lower down, tap the floor. Okay, we're not coming all the way high. You tap the floor, come just to the box height and down. Tap the floor. 4. 2. And step it down. I suggest just stepping on top. Carefully taking that foot forward. Let the strap clip on. Talk about anything? Okay, let's go to the other side. I'm just getting a drink. You may have noticed that the supporting leg almost gets more of a workout than the working. So let's take our box ever so slightly to the left side. And top carefully, spinning the left foot forward, doing a loop around, and extending that leg. Hand goes to the outside of the cable, mine is. Walk your knees back, you're right at the edge of the box, and get those hamstrings working. Pushing back. line on that right supporting leg and hip. So keep shifting your weight back. 2 more. The last one. Good. You're coming onto our side. We're opening up on the side. All sweaty. And goes to the inside. All right. Open that hip. Four. 3. Shoulders down, 2. And 1. Square it off. Float that leg down, square your shoulders. We're tapping the floor, coming to the height of the box. Three more. Put that leg forward, carefully stepping it off, releasing the table. And bring it up. Good. All right. Keep the box there. Keep your head rest down, square it off though. So it's in the center. Stay. Let's go to a yellow spring. Now let's stay on a blue. Stay on a blue. Sitting about in the middle of the box. Take our cables, choke up on the hardware. Arms are nice and long. We're sitting up nice and tall. We're rolling back in the seeker. So the blue gives us less support. If you want more support, you switch to the yellow. Chin neutral, your gaze straight ahead, relax and lengthen to the back of the neck. But this time we're going to meet up in C curve. Hold that C curve. Slow marches. Don't fall backwards. Deepen that C curve. One more time each side. And let's come all the way up. Good. Adding on or changing it up, we're rolling back down. Left leg comes tabletop. Reach that leg 90. Float it 45. And 90. Bring the chest closer to the knee. 45. 90. One more time. 45. 90. Tabletop. Let that leg down. And roll it up. Same thing other side. Right leg tabletop. 90. Step to the knee. How many we did on the other side? Let's do one more here. 45. With the leg down, or sorry, tabletop. And bring it up. Let's cross our tables. Go to the top of the teardrop. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to go into French door seeker. Okay. So pushing from the lats, the back of the shoulder, the back of the hands. Keeping those arms nice and wide and soft. Do 3 more. row. Show came back up on the hardware. Simple row. Actually, Kathy, let's switch to a yellow spring. Got simple row. Elbows are higher than the wrists. The wrists are nice and straight and long. Okay. Meet up in that row. Look to the left. Come to the center, look to the right. Come square and release. Other way. Simple row. To the right. To the left. Center. Again. Hold that row. Look to the left. And right. Simple row. Look to the right. To the left. And bring it in. Good. Righty. Coming back onto the top of the teardrop. Without the C curve, we're going to do French doors here, opening. Three. Two. So roll your shoulders back, release your chin forward. Take any stress in the neck. Uncross your cables. Let's go to the long black loops. Deltoid. Let's start by sitting up nice and tall. Palms of the hand are facing down. Back of the hand toward the sky. We'll lift through the arms. Trying to get your biceps close to your ears. If you'd like to go back to your blue spring, do that. Now the hinge. As you go back, hinge your upper body, engage in the abdominals. Don't forget that you're still trying to get your biceps right next to your ears. Two more. Turn to the side, our heels are on the carriage. Okay. Let's do crossovers first. So my right arm is crossing over my body. You have to bring your feet up so your shins are engaged. You want energy out of your legs. And cross and open. Same thing here. You can go to a blue spring if you don't like the red or the yellow. And hips and shoulders square. Notice if you're curling with the breath or the upper body. See more. One. Good. Switch hands. Left. Push out to that diagonal. Control it in. Push to the diagonal. So we're not spiraling. Just push that arm forward, front to the diagonal. 3. Pushing from the lats, controlling back of the chest. 2. And 1. Ready. We'll do the other side, but first we're going to turn around cross-legged on the box if you're comfortable. If you don't like being on the box, cross-legged, take the box off and then put it back on. Take the long black straps, and again, so we're going to do flies. So if you want to be on a blue, you can switch. Sitting up nice and tall. Scoop the hands forward in that little dirt digger shape so you don't break the wrist. Scoop forward. Open a tree hugger. Okay. Wrists and elbows are below the shoulder line, so you're not pushing up into the shoulders. Open without releasing that chest contraction and close. Fingertips touch. Feet up in tree hugger, hold it there. Down and up here. Get that 6-inch range of motion. 4. 2. 1, bring them down, open to that starting position, and release back. Okay. To the side, heels around the carriage again. You know, dragging our feet on the frame, so you gotta flex a little. Table in our left hand, where the shoulders and the sit bones feel their sit bones pressing and open. Side extension. More. Neck is long, shoulders down, make sure you're not holding your breath, you're putting your teeth. 1. And bring it in. Pushing hands, release for the hips and shoulders. And push forwards that diagonal, push rolling in. Relax, push. Just controls that return. Do 3. 2. And 1. Okay. Spinning around, we're just doing circles on the box. So our feet are on the shoulder blocks. Let's take the long loops. We're going to do straightforward chest expansion. So reach those hands long, shoulders roll back, and press through with the palms of the hands. You're welcome to go to the short loops if you feel like this is not hard enough, but always be careful because we have devices to make things hard. Make sure your shoulders are not rolling forward. Push through the tricep. Adding on, this time as your arms float forward, circle around, bicep curl in into C curve. Scooping to lift up, spiral around, open, chest expansion, spiral, scoop, curl, spiral, open, scoop. Add on. Into C curve. Spiral back as you roll forward. Push those arms back, lifting the palms, and rotate the shoulders out and around. Expansion. Your bicep. Roll forward, keeping that C curve tucked, spiraling hands back, palms to the sky, reach high. Open and confront. One last time. Expansion. Bicep curl C curve. Holding that C curve, but rolling it forward. And spiral. Push your hands to the back. Lift the palms and rotate them. Take box off. Let's go to blue to yellow. Let's bring our circle, if you don't mind. Or if you have it close by. You know what? Let's go to 2 yellow. Sorry. 2 yellow. Stylish, shut up. 2 yellow and our circle. We're going to lay down our back. Feet are in the long black straps. Headrest can be up or down as you wish. And the circle is going to go between our ankles. That's the ankle bone. Anywhere that's comfy. Feet up, flex feet, neutral spine, wide shoulders, soft jaw, long neck. Flex through the feet, squeeze that circle in and hold. Squeeze it and hold. Squeeze it and hold. Then hold. 2 more. Hold that squeeze. Let's tabletop in. Lengthen out. Reach through the feet. Coming up to 90. Flex in. Flex in. Keep squeezing on that circle. And last time, flex bend in. Lengthen out 90. And bring it in. Good. And externally rotate. You may have to adjust the circle a little bit. Externally rotate, same thing, flex through the feet. Squeeze in, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex, bend in. Take it out. Reach for the toes. Float up to 90. And one more time. All the way through. Uh, 45 degrees, bend in, take the circle away. Back out. Externally rotate, little froggy. Heels come in, bending the knees, open to your V, close the heels. Stay working on a 45-degree plane. Reverse, open to that V. Second position, plie, make sure you don't fall into your lower back, heels come in, push through. Open. Through. Time as we push through, let's meet up in that open V, just second position plie and extension. 3, 2. And last one. Let's come in. 90. Open circles there. Full circles around, keeping neutral lower back. Back ribs press in. Shoulders soft. And let's feet up 90 degrees, ankles and knees squeeze together. Press down to 45, then tabletop. Shout back up to 90, keeping those knees and ankles. Holding on to that imaginary piece of paper. You know, rolling into the lower back. One more time, all the way through, tabletop to 90. So let's meet up 45 degrees, externally rotate, same thing, externally rotated. Bending and keeping those heels glued together. Up to 90, externally rotated. Meet up 45 degrees, starting circles at the bottom. Meet up 45 degrees. Let's press our headrest down all the way. Walk in the park, bending that one knee, rolling up, pushing through. Down toward the well. Feel the lower abdominals engage. Each side. Let's meet up 45 degrees, go into short side. All the way up. High and widen through the shoulders and the shoulder blades. And 45 parallel to 90, taking hold of the table. Flexing to the feet. Arching to the lower back. Let's use the cables to walk on the ceiling, pulling one leg forward, getting more extension through the hamstring. And reaching both heels to the sky, toes toward your nose. To open the happy baby. Pull the armpits or the knees toward the armpits, try and flatten your whole back. Press out, flex feet to your extended V. And once you're here, let's do a little soften with the knees, bending to the knees to reach longer through the legs. Soften and reach. 2 more, soften and reach. Last one, soften and reach. Let's hang out here for a second. Take hold of those cables, get some slack, come into butterfly. Pull the heels close to the pelvis. And let the cables support you.